Hey y'all, greetings from the old North State. A couple weeks ago I saw Bob 808 Knight do a one-stick fire challenge and I thought, hey, that looks like a pretty fun thing to do. So today I decided I would come out and give it a shot. Now I have had a couple weeks where I've been thinking about it. I think I've come up with a really awesome idea, so it probably will not work, but let's give it a shot. So for the one-stick fire challenge, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that the rules are that you are allowed to use a saw, a knife, and a ferro rod, and one piece of wood that cannot be pine or birch. So for today, I've got myself a bit of tulip poplar. Alright, so I've got my three main pieces of wood and I have batoned a little bit off of one side of them. Here are the pieces that I've batoned. I want to leave these three pretty big. Those are going to be my fuel to hopefully boil my 1 cup of water. And I'm going to need to take these smaller pieces and break them down to smaller bits of kindling. I'm also taking some of this bark that I can and trying to use it to make a tinder pile. But there's not much of it and I'm sweating all over the place. I'm going to use this board here just for batoning with. I'm not using it for lighting the fire. Okay, so I should probably have spent a little bit more time making more shavings, but I just want to go ahead and see if what I have will work. I need to quit sweating on this stuff. I'll use some of the poplar bark that I peeled off to protect the fire from the wet ground, damp ground. Okay. Maybe soon you'll be able to tell what my idea was, and like I said, I hope that it works, but because I think it's going to be so awesome, it's probably going to fail. Now y'all can probably tell that I've never ever built a Swedish fire torch before, but let's give it a shot. Alright, here it is, moment of truth. Did I think myself into a bad situation, or did I have as good of an idea as I thought? Let's try it without the middle-sized pieces. Alright, it begins. So while I wait for the water to hopefully start boiling, another guy that I watched, Scouting Freak, recently did a video on what he thought were the 3 most important videos. And I just thought that I would go ahead and put in my 2 cents. The first video I'm going to name will be from Wiltshire Man. I believe the name of the video is Miltec Recon 1 Tent, a Stormy Wildcamp. I think that's a really important video because Sandy, Wiltshire Man, it shows him going out in some really extreme weather. I mean, I would say that he was out in at least tropical storm force winds. He thought he had some good gear, stayed out there for a little bit, and then realized that the tent was not as good as he was expecting. I think that is a really important video, one, because it's showing somebody going out with way more experience than me, and even he realized that, hey, you know, if it's not going to work, it's not going to work, and let's just call it a night and head on home. So, yeah, I thought that was a pretty important video. The next video I'm going to say I think is very important is actually one from Scouting Free. It is one from his Bushtalk, one of his Bushtalk videos. I believe it is the Bushtalk, how to get started in the outdoors. And what I think is important about that video is it has a lot of ideas on how to find places to go out. But I believe it was Chris Wyndham Woodcraft said that, go on Google Maps and don't go on the satellite view, but go on the standard or terrain view, and it will show you places that are in green that are public lands that you're able to go out and enjoy nature. I never knew about that, so I thought that was a really great tip. And the third video that I'm going to say I think is very important is a pretty new video from John the MI Woodsman. The video is called "And the Winner Is," and I think that video is important because the MI Woodsman, it's not a big channel, and John did a giveaway to people who were not video makers, but people who just commented on his videos. I think that video is really important because it shows that there are some really nice people that you can find on YouTube. So anyhow, those are the 3 videos that I think are important, and that is that. It looks like my fire may have, if I blow on it, it's almost about to boil and starting to go out. Okay, there it is, starting to boil. Well, there it is, 1 stick fire. Maybe I was a little too cute, but it was something I wanted to try, and I had a pretty good time. So, until next time, get outside and have some fun, and see you on the next video.